is so, anybody that knows me from a personal level or professional level knows that level was really hard for me to get to from age 8. I mean, in between just age 8 to age 15, I was raped. I was dealing with my mom and dad with the domestic violence things and still trying to love them separately and together, parents, while we were going through all this stuff. And I never really talked about any of this to anyone other than the little therapy I got when I was younger. I really, until I did this book, it was like a big private therapy session, just me, God, and the book, and whatever came out on the pages came out. And I really had to think hard about, 3 or 4 months before I typed the first word of it, because I was so afraid for a little while of what it's going to do to my retirement income, what it's going to do to how my children think about me, my parents, and all this stuff. Sometimes people put you in their own ball of what do you call it, when they just put you in their own perceptions of what they think you should be.
Oh, yeah.
But then when you read it, but then when you put it out there, like it's in the book, when you've lived it, you can definitely talk about it. But that doesn't mean that it's easy to do. So this was one of the hard, out of all 19 books I have, this was absolutely the hardest one that I did, because I had to really pour, and also it really refined the notion that I don't like fiction. I love dealing with real life things, real life issues that people are just trying to hide or keep secret, or the generational stuff that goes along with some of the stuff that is hidden. And I just really got tired of it. And I wanted to open up a format and open up my life to some people that really don't know how to deal with some of the things that I've dealt with, and just give them an opportunity to see that they're not going through this stuff alone. And there's different ways of handling a lot of the issues that I have in this book. And some of it is still a lifelong process that you have to deal with. I'm still, I don't talk about my rape and all the domestic violence and all that stuff, on a daily basis. But it's still in the back of my mind that that I've been through that, and I've lived it, and I'm on the other side of it. But you can absolutely go through from page to page and just read on what I was afraid about, or what was making me. I was really, really cautious on a lot of these pages, and then some of the pages I just went to no end. I just opened up about everything, and the tears were flowing on some of the pages that I actually typed up, and I was like, Felicia, I cannot believe that was you. And I still can't, when I read it, the book's in front of me now, and I still can't believe that I went through a lot of this stuff, and I'm still living to tell you about it.
Yeah. I'm sure that putting those stories out there and those life experiences that you went through, I'm sure that it has to at least be at least a little bit of a relief, and I'm sure that you've helped so many people in through sharing your experience.
I hope I have. And like I said, Life Lessons, Inc., I truly thought about the title of my book company for a couple of weeks before I even did it, because I really wanted it to connect to my persona and connect to every book that I've written. And I try to make sure that I always put a morality clause in the back of my books. And my persona is all over these books. Everything from books that I didn't see when I was coming up that I would like to have seen, like the larger print, the colorful pages, and the morality clause of what the story is really about, different ways to handle what the books are about, everything from the bullying to the teen abuse to all of it. I just wanted to make sure that I just didn't put something down on paper and that it meant nothing. I wanted it to definitely mean something to somebody and to give them a format that, hey, she's went through this, I'm going through this. There's more than one choice that I can make. There's more than one way that I can handle it. And so, yeah, that's absolutely what I tried to do with creating these books and these stories. And I really do hope that it's absolutely a blessing to a lot of people that are really thinking, I don't belong, or I can't do this by myself, or the generational curses are never going to be broken. I'm trying to put an end to all of that.
Well, I think you're definitely on your way. And I want to give our listeners your website for your book company, which is Life Lessons with a Z, inkboss.com. And I want to, I feel like I could just talk to you so much, and a half an hour is just not enough time.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we talked about Hurricane Hugs as well before we wrap up, which is your nonprofit. Can you tell our listeners about Hurricane Hugs?
Oh, absolutely. Hurricane Hugs right now is, I vowed to take some of my children's books, and I wanted to make sure that Life Lessons Inc. is a family unit type of book line. I don't know, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I could be corrected, but I don't know of any other person right now that's doing what I do with my books. I write for a family unit within a house. You walk into a typical house, and you might see adults, teens, children, babies. So that's exactly what my book line is. I try to separate, which is also why my mind is, I feel like, is really complex, because I take everybody in that household and I put importance to them about what they're feeling, what they're wanting to be a part of, things that they're going through that they might think the other generation doesn't have a clue about or don't know how to deal with. And Hurricane Hugs is actually 10-year-old twin, brother and a sister, and their name is Eric and Eve. And they go through just hearing about their the surroundings in their community, and there's a big storm coming, huge hurricane coming, and they hear all this stuff that their mom's into with the church and volunteering and all the stuff that they do, and they want to be a part of it. They want to feel like they can do something. We're kids, we're not too small. Is there anything that we can do? Well, they came up with an idea all on their own, and they took it to their mom and their dad for support. And they thought that maybe they could take their bikes that they got for Christmas and their wagons and have Dad hitch them together some type of way, and they just collect anything that's non-perishable or coats, clothing, whatever they could collect, and to say a thank you for everybody that donated these items. They gave hugs, real tight hugs, and this is something that was really important to these children. They wanted to belong. They wanted to do something that was big, that could help not just them, but everybody in their community. And it's a really, really good story. And it just lets the children know that no matter what your age is, and it doesn't take a whole lot at all, a hug and just collecting something that somebody would need, is very, very huge.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's such a powerful message.
Yes, it is. And just for everybody in the household to know, no matter what your status is in the family, you are important. You can do something to make a difference. And it only takes one person. It doesn't take really a village. They say it takes a village to raise you. Sometimes that's true, but for the most part, with my book line, I absolutely wanted to touch base with everybody that's in that family. When you open that door and you see those little faces up to the big faces, you want to make sure they have a voice. And that's practically what I tried to do with this book. So the Hurricane Hugs, I also started this year. I joined this company that they're celebrating 25 years this year, and they're called onewarmcoats.org. And there are many ways that you can donate, or you can donate a coat, or you can $5 covers 10 people, just $5. And you can donate it through your phone or go online to the website or whatever. And I can also let you know that this is one of the best things that I've ever done, is trying to bring these children's books connected to something in life that they can really tangibly do something and feel good about it. So yes, I decided to be an ambassador for One Warm Coats. And physically, I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of the coat drives, but there's so many venues that I can use with this company that I feel like is absolutely so important. And it's something that I'm going to be doing once or twice a year now for the rest of my life.
Oh, great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do have my separate, besides the onewarmcoats.org, I also have my own personal website for Life Lessons Inc. There's videos, and there's so much there that you can connect to really want to just let the children do whatever they want to do as far as giving back, because there's a lot of adults that are not even on the level some of our children are doing right now, which is so awesome. It's really awesome. So awesome. Yes.
And I want to give our listeners that website once again. That's onewarmcoats.org. And the website for Mrs. Felicia Nelson Davis is lifelessonsincboss.com. And that's lessons with a Z. And I want to thank you so much for coming on our show today. And I know, as you said, you're working on your health. And we want you to keep working on that, because your voice is so important. And we want to make sure that we get to hear more from you.
Absolutely. I love the format. You guys are truly a blessing. I've never seen a radio station like this, and I looked at totally hundreds, and yours just stuck out. It just clung to my persona, and it was like, okay, this station is a voice for the little ones, the small ones like me. I don't consider myself like this huge. I know I've written 19 books, and the 20th one is going to be the last book. It's also going to be a true story. Breaking generational curses is what I'm trying to do, and making everybody in the family unit important is also my mission. With love. Love does tremendous things, and if you can embrace it, you have no idea the levels it can take you to. You just have no idea.
You're so right. And we're so lucky that you wanted to speak with us and that we were able to have you on the show today. And I really want to thank you for taking the time out of your day. And I can't wait till we get to speak to you again.
Absolutely. I can't wait to speak to you guys again and hopefully meet you one day in person so that I can hug everybody there. You have no idea.
Yep. We would absolutely love that. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and take care of yourself, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, and blessings to the station and everybody in it. And blessings to all the listeners. And please, 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 whatever you do, it only takes 5 seconds, not even 5 minutes. Give back. Give back and find some inner strength from somewhere. And don't listen to the naysayers and the doubters and the haters. Because you know what? Actually, the downers and the haters that, have something always negative to say or something bad to say, you know what? Let them be your advertisement, okay? Because the more they advertise and the more your name is in their mouth, really, whether it's good or bad, still somebody's going to know about you. You've got to be doing something right, or they wouldn't be paying so much attention. So
yes, You are absolutely right.
Keep that in mind.
Okay, we will. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You have a blessed one.
Yes, you too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.